The offices of Apriori Controls lie in the basement of the Alaska Building in downtown Boise. Although the grand edifice where Apriori is housed is more than 100 years old, the company's owner, Scott Harris, first began thinking about his innovative technology just 6 years ago. When you first meet him, he'll ask you if you get it or you don't.
You're actually controlling it. It's not a video, it's live. It's now, it's happening. And you can actually move that instantaneously. And it was a huge sort of learning curve to actually get the consumer to understand that, yep, they can move something spatially, independent of distance.
Harris and the rest of his team have found a way to control objects over the internet by using a PC keyboard. In the demo lab, we're twirling around a plant, a plastic mug, and a disco ball, all remotely. You can also give this technology a try by visiting the website of the Idaho Humane Society. Once you click on the paw and your turn comes up, you control a video camera and, more importantly, a couple of toys located in the shelter's kitty colony. If you're lucky, several kitties will be awake and eager to pounce on the toys you're able to move by pressing and holding buttons on your keyboard.
It's a way for people out in the extended community, which is actually worldwide when it comes to this. We've got something like 10,000 people in Germany have played on this system to sort of participate in the shelter. And it's also a way of viewing the shelter as something a little different than the prototypical or cliche dog pound.
That's Dr. Jeff Rosenthal, head of the Idaho Humane Society. He values the ability to connect with people on a different level, all because of the internet and Apriori. But playing with kittens isn't what Scott Harris had in mind when he dreamed up the technology. He thought, at first, manufacturers would find a practical use for it.
If you have a motor that you need to start remotely, or you want to push a reset button, you don't have to drive down to your facility, or you don't have to be there. You can actually do it from wherever you may be in the world.
Harris stresses the speed of his technology by pointing out that even live video over the web, like Skype, typically has a few seconds of delay. In contrast, he says, Apriori's video feed and remote control capabilities are instantaneous.
We have figured out a way to make that instant straight to your computer from the raw data bits to your PC, which I promise no one else has done.
In addition to animal shelters, sports teams, marketers, and other companies have begun calling Harris to explore potential uses for his technology, including that remote-controlled prize grabber machine we mentioned. So imagine sitting in Boise and trying to use a mechanical claw to pick up an iPad or other prize in faraway Beijing. It could happen, all because of Apriori Controls. For Boise State Public Radio, I'm Scott Key.